To make the gingerbread house, we will first start by filling in the blue part of the house. Using the white outline consistency, make the edge of the icing roof. You can do this with blue. I just find it easier to make the curves if I start at the edge of the roof so they come out more even. To do this, touch the tip of the icing bag down on the edge of your cookie. Press until icing starts to come out. While continuing to give steady, even pressure, lift the icing bag and let the icing land on the edge of your cookie rather than dragging the tip along the edge. This will give you a much smoother line. You may find it easier to draw the sections on your cookie prior to piping on the outline. You can use your scribe or toothpick to gently scratch on the top of the cookie so you can follow this line while outlining. Once you finish outlining the edge of the roof in white, use your blue outline consistency to finish outlining the house. I've left a gap for the door to be filled in with green. Then I used the same blue outline icing to outline the chimney. I also added squiggles of blue outline consistency to help prevent craters when I flood. Once you have finished the outline, grab your blue flood icing. I like to start slightly inside the edge of the cookie, pressing gently to get a feel for how much icing is going to come out with the pressure I'm giving. Then I push the tip to the outline, giving steady, even pressure to trace around my outline. With the flood, you can let the tip of the icing bag touch the cookie. Go slowly and try to have your icing just touch the outside outline without actually going over it. Fill in the chimney and the main area of the house, leaving a gap for the door. Once you've gone all along the area you are flooding one time, you can start to move faster and apply more pressure. Do your best to fill the entire space. If you have gaps in icing, you may use a scribe tool or a toothpick to move the icing around so that it's all touching. After sitting for about 10 to 15 seconds, your icing should have a smooth, even surface. While it isn't absolutely necessary, I like to leave some dry time between the various sections of flood so the colors don't meld together. It helps the sections look more defined, but you'll be adding a final outline to the house, so this step isn't absolutely critical. The time it takes your icing to crust over varies depending on how much humidity is present in your home. Using a fan will help speed up this process. Once the blue house has crusted over, use your white outline consistency to finish outlining the roof and flood with the white flood consistency. Using your pink outline consistency, outline a pink door trim and fill it in with your pink flood consistency. While the pink crusts over, grab your white outline consistency to add little bricks to your chimney. These can be anywhere, but if you'd like to have a few touching, allow dry time between them. Once your pink door frame is set, use your green flood to fill in the door. Go back to your white outline consistency and pipe on a circle with curved sections like a peppermint. These don't have to be perfect, as you will use your pink flood to fill in alternating sections and can overlap if necessary to get them to look more even. Again, with the white detail consistency, pressure pipe small dots along the pink door frame. Be sure to stop applying pressure to your piping bag before lifting off of your dot, or you'll end up with a line of white icing. Then you can add white lines for the door details, still using your white detail icing. Continue to add white bricks with your white outline consistency as your previous bricks crust over. Repeat as many times as you'd like until you get your desired amount of bricks. If you are new to decorating, you may wish to let your icing dry until firm to the touch before adding these next details. Pressing too hard may collapse your flood layer. I recommend practicing these on parchment prior to trying them on your cookie as well. Using the white detail consistency, pressure pipe details on either side of the green door. Pressure piping is simply holding the tip of the icing bag in place while applying enough pressure to pile up some icing. You can jiggle your tip around to smooth out this little glob, then slowly pulling down the tip in a slightly curved angle while releasing pressure so the icing tapers off. Do this on either side of the house's door. Then, using the pink outline consistency, pressure pipe large circles along the roof. And finally, while using your white detail icing, outline the roof once more. Then outline the peppermint candy to emphasize the alternating colors. Using your blue outline consistency, you can also outline the chimney and the house, though it's not shown in this video. You can see it on the initial completed cookie. And that completes this 4-part gingerbread sugar cookie mini series. Thank you so much for joining me.